back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something a little more tactical. So get ready. Welcome again, everybody. And today I want to talk to you about a bit of my own personal tactical loadout. Items that I carry and why I carry them, and my experience at why I carry them. Now listen, we are in a civilian world, so of course I'm not going to show you my weapon systems, but I am going to show you the loadout I have for weapon systems. You will see a few things that are weapons related, but I'm going to try to keep this down a little bit because last thing I need is YouTube giving me a hard time posting videos about this kind of stuff. But I'm going to tell you what I have, and there's a few things that are not included, like body armor. I don't have that up on here, lack of room, but also just, right now I'm just going to leave that for another time. Anyway, but I will tell you, talk to you about, for example, I do have a helmet. This is a Mitch 2000. I've had this for a long time, actually, since early 2000, actually. And it's a good helmet, very lightweight, much better than the old K-Pot that we had in my day in the Army. And it works really, really well. But let's talk about what we have here, first of all. Now, this right here is my range belt. What I go to the range with. First thing you'll notice that, okay, it's all in multicam, and it's got little things hanging off of, dangling off of it that hasn't been cinched up or whatever, but I usually keep it that way because so I could regulate it to different magazine sizes, kind of stuff. But when it comes to holsters, I'm still using an old Blackhawk hip holster that I've had for many, many years. And all I've done is taken off one of the leg straps on it. I carry it much higher up on me, not so much dangling around on my leg. I don't like that. So this is a much higher, just below the body armor, just below the waist. I've never had a problem with drawing down with my weapon system in this configuration. And I've had this out here for so long, I don't need to go into something else. This out here works just perfectly. And it's got a Kydex type of insert in it, which holds on to whatever weapon you have. Mine happens to be a bigger handgun, and it does very well for it. I use a lightweight belt system. It's a Molly type belt, but what I've done, instead of running your normal, what you see today, the nylon belts, I use a leather belt, and I use it for several reasons. Number one is that I can regulate this very quickly to whatever clothing configuration I have, whether I have just a t-shirt and a pair of pants, or if I'm wearing a heavy coat in the wintertime. This right here will easily modify to that as whatever size that is, so I don't have to go back and regulate any kind of special, any kind of belt. So I prefer to use a leather belt. It works very well for me, and I'm very happy with a leather belt. I would not go any other way so far. I haven't found anything else that I like, and the reason why that is, and I've tried nylon tactical belts, police type belts, kind of like that, riggers belts, but what I like about them is that they just don't, you can't regulate them so easily to whatever's out there, and it holds on. This has the buckle. It maintains its size. It doesn't loosen up on me or whatever. So it works just fine, and I'm happy with the leather belt. I have a small pouch here that sits right behind my weapon system, my secondary weapon system. This pouch is a general purpose pouch. I throw whatever I want to it. If I'm in a range, I might put my ear pros in there. But right now I do have a secondary set of ear pros that are molded for my ear. I had those, just throw them in there. I can also throw some extra ammo in there or whatever, but it's there just if I need it. Next to that, it's going to be a tourniquet with a pair of shears on it. So that's sitting right there. I can quickly pull it out if I need to get to it, or if someone else needs to retrieve it on me, it's right there. Then behind that, I have an IFAK, a blowout kit, and it's set up, ready to go with everything I need in it for whatever, whatever comes my way. I even have some room for a few other items if I need to stick them in there. But so far, this is good enough for me. And it's got a little extra room on the bottom. I can put another tourniquet on there, and I do recommend carrying more than one. I just don't happen to have one on this. You know, I learned first aid in the old school way. You make a tourniquet out of a neckerchief or whatever you got, or a belt, whatever. So I know these are much faster, these tourniquets are, but I know how to use another way of going around that, you know. After that, I have a drop bag and this right here is pretty simple to get to. Notice I put a carabiner on it. Makes it a little bit faster to pull out, and I can use the carabiner for other things. And here we are. We have a real quick and easy drop bag here to throw magazines in or evidence or whatever else you find. I remember when these first came out, they were called evidence bags actually, and they were used for police, and they'd have them on them. They could put evidence inside of. So that's sort of the way I've been using it for, you know, thinking about it in my brain is how it is and how it works. And so anyway, after that, I have a double mag, because I do like carrying mags on my belt for my primary weapon. These happen to be M4 mags right here. So I have a double pouch and a single pouch, and then I have extra mags for, I have 3 extra mags for my handgun, and that's on there. Okay, this belt right here, system right here, has a couple of extra clips on it. If I want to clip anything on it or dummy cord anything to me, I could do that. I can hang something off them if I need to. And so that's basically the belt layout. Do I need all that stuff? No, I could get away with not having it, but that's just pretty much what it is. Here I have a couple of extra, and these are pressure dressings. I have a couple. I usually have a lot of pressure dressings. Just like I said, it's what I grew up on in the Army, using pressure dressings. Is I could throw a couple extra ones in there if I wanted to. I have the typical Israeli pressure dressing inside of here, but you know, these are the first ones I learned how to use, so I have a tendency, and these are military ones right here, so I have a tendency to use them. I have my ear probes, like I said. I have some extra pouches here. I can throw some things in if I need to attach them onto my belt. I usually don't do it, but those pouches are there. And then I have some combat gloves or shooting gloves. Now, these are a pair of mechanics right here. I have several pairs of these right here, but the only problem is they tend to blow out at the fingertips on me very quickly. So I grabbed myself a pair of Norona outdoor leather gloves, super lightweight. These remind me of the old flight gloves we used to have in the Army. Very, very comfortable. Sure, and the color's brown, it works. I'm not so much interested in all the colors. As long as it's not a flashy color, I don't mind it being, this is an earth tone. This works pretty well for me. Then of course I have a couple extra mags right here because quite often, you know, ammo is not enough, so you tend to want to carry more. But here's just to give you an idea. And these, of course, you know, but these will be stored primarily in this vest system right you see right here. This vest is the old, you know, I'm more, like I said, I'm very much more old school. So I set my vest up more old school with a couple of canteens in the back. You can see canteen right here, 2 quart. I have a general purpose pouch with a couple extra mag pouches, or you put a Leatherman in there, or in a flashlight if you need to. That's one thing you don't see on here. You don't see a flashlight on here. I do have tactical flashlights, and I'll stick them, I can stick them inside these magazine pouches or around my neck or something like that. But if I'm wearing this in conjunction with this vest system, I can also throw it inside here so I have access to it very quickly. I have, these are Tactical Tailor triple mag pouches. I have 4 of these right here, so I'm thinking ammo heavy. Then I have like a compass pouch here, and I have some small frag pouches and PPE, you know, pouches right here. You can throw stuff inside there. And then I have a whistle, this is a typical military thing right here, to have a whistle on you. On the other side, I have another blowout kit. It's a bigger IFAC kit right here with much more stuff to it, and then another canteen. So this is based off of the U.S. Army in the early 2000s, the system that came out. I don't think they use this anymore, but it's all in woodland, so it's what I had back then, so that's what I use now. So I do mix the colors up a little bit. Doesn't bother me too much. Here I have another kit right here. This here is a full IV kit inside here. And so I have this in here so I can easily set up IV if I need it. This actually can be set up with a lanyard, or put on the outside of your rucksack or your pack, or on the back of this right here if I need to. And then, or I throw it inside this bag right here. This bag right here actually is I call it my Bauer bag because it's basically just a shoulder bag, a haversack right here, and I can throw into it everything from flashes to grenades, extra ammo, extra mags, first aid kit, anything I need, smokes, whatever I need to put in there. So it's all in there. But anyway, this is pretty much my layout right here that I use. And I've used this right here for a very long time. Since I gotten out of the Army, I've you know, which was over 26 years ago, I still use this kind of stuff. I still shoot from time to time. And if shit hits a fan, I'm sort of set up with this right here. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys this stuff, and hope this, you found it interesting. If you have any questions, oh, how I store it. I store it inside of an old flight bag. Okay, I keep it all in there. I keep it close to me. I can grab that quickly, throw it in my vehicle if I need to, or if I'm going to go somewhere, I can throw it in there, traveling, whatever. But anyway, I keep it all together, and I also have a range bag, which I keep together also, both of them together, so I can easily, I have a lot more range stuff in there, extra gloves, extra magazines, and this kind of stuff. So, and even more of the ear pros, you know, so I have a lot of that kind of stuff ready to go, and I can share. So anyway, that's it. I hope this, like I said, I had a few people asking me about this, you know, what I use a setup with. And when it comes to clothing, I just throw on the same stuff I go out to the woods with now, hiking, whatever, a shirt like this right here, or whatever, and that has served me fine. You know, now today's camouflage is getting through situations, and a lot less about being concealed in the outdoors, but I still use colors that work in the outdoors. So anyway, there you go. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. And more private questions, send me a message. And please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell for the channel. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care of yourselves.